Hi everyone. So today I'm gonna do a quick demo for my final project called comicWiki. So essentially, this app is gonna allow you to browse a different comic wiki info, search through it, and also most importantly, it can allow you to create a what I call as a comic node where you can create different connections between different comic items. That could be really a customized post, and then you can sort of review others' posts and sort of edit only your own posts. So let's get into it. So when you launch the app, it will sort of begin to fetch data from the API, which is from comicWiki. And then, yeah, as you can see, that's your toolbar, showing some kind of fragment information. And then below, you have this bottom navigation view. Basically, you have four tabs: home, search, creation, and the posts. So in home, you can sort of see you have different adapters with different categories, and each one of them you can sort of click into it, and then it will brings you into this detail view where you see the name of the comic item. In this case, it's a character called Morlocks, and it will show some images and some styled um HTML descriptions. And then you can sort of go back either from this up button or from this system navigation back button. So either one, it will bring you back to the previous fragment, and then it wouldn't fetch the data again. It will just keep the fetched data in the view model, and then I can click through another items, click the back button and bring you back to the home. And then as you can see on the side, you have these kind of openable drawer where you see some information about the app and some information about the login or user info. So in the right now, I don't have any user logged in, so there's no username or user email. But I will show you in a second. So in the second, one more thing in the home. So every time you initialize a new app, it will sort of randomly fetch an atom for you, as a kind of a teaser every time, like showing something that you wouldn't be able to know by yourself. It's a kind of a totally random thing. And then in the second tab, it's the major search functionality. So it will search your type in term on the fly. So let's say I want to search Spider-Man. So I can type in Spider-Man. Then you can see there are a couple of different Spider-Mans. And I sort of organized the search result into three categories, which is character, team, and issue. So and then you can click into that. It will bring you back to the same fragment view. You can go back. It wouldn't fetch again. It just take whatever is already searched, and then you can go into an issue to see different category items, and then you go back and you see these items. Some of the items are not having name or description, so it will either showing nothing or showing no description. It wouldn't the app wouldn't crash on that. But then, so that's basically your major functionality of search. And then if you clear out the uh, your screen. It will sort of clear out everything in the view model and sort of pull back these or hide these keyboard. One thing to keep in mind is that because the API is limiting the rate or the frequency of your API call, so you cannot really search your term too fast. If that if you search it, or if, let's say, if you type in your search term too fast, it might crash. It's just an API thing that I couldn't really control. And then if you do too many search within 15 minutes, I think the official document said that if you do the API call over 450 times per 15 minutes, you are gonna be blocked. Essentially, that's another thing I couldn't really control. But otherwise, the API search function is pretty good. Then the third tab is actually the key function of this app, which I called creation. It sort of simulate the scenario where in Instagram or in other social network app where you have this need to post some things, post some customized uh, content. So in this case, I sort of create this what I call comic node. You can sort of search uh, uh, the item that you really want to show or share to others, and then sort of create some related comic items. Let's say in this case, I would really want to say I want to see you know Spider-Man, different versions of Spider-Man, so I can create different related node in this case. So I can search Spider-Man a couple of times, and then add every related node in this adapter. And then I could say, so this collection is actually my post, that include these center node plus a couple of related node, right? So in this related node, you can actually sort of scroll in a circle manner, and then after you short click it, you can see a brief info about this related node. So that's Venom. Venom is a super villain that is having a similar uh, superpower as Spider-Man. So essentially, that could be regarded as that could be seen as a bad version of Spider-Man, right? And then these tags will be uh, limited within these three lines. After that, you would have these three dots. So each related node, you can do this short click thing, and then after if you let's say I just made a mistake and I shouldn't add this related node in the collection, so I can use long click to cancel that related node, and then there will be a toast pop up to notify you. And then let's say I want to change this center node image. I don't know what is Sam, so I want to get a real Spider-Man, uh, which is this guy. So after I finish all these node thing, I could actually type in my customized title or customized description about this comic node. Let's say I want to say this is a collection of Spider-Man. All right, so uh, and then I could click save. So as you can see, in this case, the system notify you that you have to log in first before saving any node. So I have to log in. Let's say I want to be this person with this email address. Uh, yeah. Okay, I logged in already. So as you can see, your login profile image changed to this app icon already. And then if you click to the drawer, and you will see the username plus the user email. All right. So that icon is also changed to reflect you are already logged in. Then after that, you are good to go. You can click save, and then your system will notify you that you are done. And then you can really, go to the next tab, which is called posts. And then you see that's the node that you just created before. I created another node, a similar node, but that's the node that you just created. So as a C user, I created another node before. Let's click into that. If you click it, it will sort of unfold the information inside this comic node, which is a center node and a couple of related nodes. So similar behavior you can do, short click, long click, etc. As long as you don't save it, it wouldn't change anything in the cloud. And then you see the user customized description here. And then if you do clear all, it will just clear everything for you. You can start from fresh. Um, and then if you go back and click it again, it will show up again because it's not being updated to the cloud comic node. And then if you click back to the node you just created, you see that's exactly what you have done before, um, right? So as a user see, you don't see, I mean, you see your own posts in this area, but also you see sort of a global posts from everyone, including yours and also other users' posts. So in this case, I can sort of click into that, and it will sort of unfold the other post as well. So basically, that's a kind of a copy of other posts, other users' post. So if you save it here, it will show up in your own post notes. So let's do that. It will show up here. As you can see, there's a duplicate node here, but that those nodes are essentially different because they have different ID, even though the actual content are the same. So you can delete it by long click it, and it will update. You know simultaneously in the all post area. And then I think that's a really good way to, um, uh, in the scenario where you don't know where to start, you just want to review others' post, you can sort of click one and sort of modify a couple, like delete one node, or change the words here, and then do save. And then you would have a kind of a similar node with a slightly different content. So in this case, if you see this node, you have these three different related nodes. But if you click into the initial node that you copied, it has different info or content, right? So even though the center node image are the same, the content are not the same. The IDs are not the same, right? So let me delete that, and then you can sort of In this tab, in this area, if you long click it, it will delete your post. But in this area, if you long click it, it will just show this tooltip text, which gives you the name as a convenient a function. Then you can do log out to switch between different accounts. As you when you log out, there will be a toast here. So let's log in as a different user and see what happened there. No, I don't have that one. So maybe I could do B. Right. So as you can see now, I have these two nodes because those are under B account, which is a Marvel team, showing a couple of Marvel team characters, similar behavior, and then you have a node showing different version of Spider-Man. I think this one I created in advance to show different version of Spider-Man to as a demo. Uh, but that's the I think that's the oh I think that's the one that you created under C account, um, right? So I think overall that's uh, the basic function. I think this is very interesting functionalities. I mean, in this creation and posts tab because you can really build up something really customized. There are scenarios where you, as a user, you want to create a collection of superhero under a certain category. Let's say you want a Spider-Man with different versions, you can do that. But also you can do weird things like create a collection of politicians, right? So as long as the data you can get, I mean, as long as you can get the actual data, you can create that collection, right? Or sometimes you can create a sort of a simple battle or simple battle collection, let's say. So as Batman, they have teams member like Superman or Wonder Woman, but in Marvel, you have Hulk or Iron Man as your team member. So really, that could be a way to show two parties together, or scenarios like you just want to see what team member or what friends an Iron Man has. So you can do a collection of team member or friends of Iron Man and do some customized user description and allow others to know what is your thought. So I think essentially this node system give you a platform to build up sort of relationships between different I would say comic items that would include characters, teams, powers, objects, issues, volumes, etc. As long as you can get it from the API, you could actually build a connection between those comic items. I think that would sort of help you to devise a new way to share with others, right? In this comic world. Thank you.